Hey Cheggs, this is your introduction to Java, and I'm gonna do that with a whiteboard instead of just drawing instead of just like using the IDE and showing you everything it is. So let's start right off the bat. Java is an object-oriented programming language. That means it's oriented around creating objects. Here's an object, and it is created from something else that tells it what to do. And basically, all the all the programs that you'll be writing will have something to do with this guy and the functions that this object can do. This is in contrast to procedural programming languages, which mean these are like COBOL and stuff like that. They're just one long list of instructions, and maybe right here it'll say come up to here again. But that's the difference between this object-oriented and procedural. So that's that. Now we're going to go into the organization of a Java programming, a Java program. You have classes at the very top here. These are classes. This is just something to know. Little terminology you can use. You have classes at the very top. From these are the instructions you use to create objects. And now the instructions within the classes, they are called methods. Here you go, methods. And actually we can make it go even further. We can go even further with this. Say that classes are packaged in a package, that's what they're called. And a bunch of different packages make up, I don't even know if you can see what I'm writing up here, but we'll see. Packages make up a project. I'll just write it down here just in case. Well, I'll know in future videos. So you have your project, which is basically your program itself, that has a bunch of packages that have classes that have methods. That's how a Java program is organized. Now, writing the actual code, you're going to need an IDE. If you don't know what that is, you probably do, but it means an integrated development environment. I use NetBeans, but you can use Eclipse if you want, and there's also a lot of other choices. Basically, use whatever you want because it's your choice, and whatever your choice is the best for you. Hold on, I gotta get this guy a hat. There we go. So anyway, let's do a little review. You have a project made up of packages of classes, and the classes have methods, and within the methods is our code and all that. So let's write our first program. And yes, it's gonna be hello world because we're assholes. So anyway, so we're gonna have a class named main.java. The package is going to be it's a good practice to get into naming. It's good practice to get into the habit of naming packages. So let's just name this package mommy. You can do this a number of different how you do this I'll use my laser pointer. How you do this depends on what IDE you're using. So if you're using NetBeans or Eclipse, usually it's just file, file, new project, new Java projects, and then you right click on the project name and go into new class. And usually in the new class creation window, there's usually like a little field that says the package name. You just name it whatever you want right there. So once you have this main.java, you should have a new file that you can write in. So we're going to start writing. At the very top, it comes with a bunch of like default template and stuff, but we're going to just forget that. At the very top, you should write public static void main. I know this is long, and I'll explain what this means. String left square bracket, right square bracket, args, and then an open brace, and then you'll be right here. Now for this, so far we're just going to copy down what I'm doing right here. So you're going to write down system.out, that's capital by the way, system.out.print parenthesis, quotation, hello Cheggs, close parenthesis, and this. Boom. Now what this will do is this right here. I'll just use like my marker. This right here. Let's use this. I've never used this before. Okay. This right here. That's the name of the method. That's the name of the method. Why is it so tiny? There we go. That's the name of the method. Right here. The name. This is actually entirely. It's called the identification or whatever, the signature. Well, no, this is just the name. The name of it. This is a lot to comprehend, but you're gonna have to know all this to be better than the rest. This right here is the actual name. The method named main will be the one that executes first. Out of all the other methods you write, the main will be the first one. Void means at the end of the method, we're gonna have nothing. Static means you only create one instance of it, and public means it can be accessed from anywhere it needs to be. This right here, in combination with all of this, means this is a signature. So this basically says if you're like typing in a command line and you want to run your program, and you know how in like Linux, when you run like a command, you have like arguments afterwards or something like that, or t0, stuff like that. All of this will be sent into the program through this parameter right here. So anyway, that's what that means. You don't need to have a clear understanding of what that means yet. You just need to know that you need to have this method header for something to run. Now the next, I'm drawing all over it because I want to. The next method right here, this is going to print hello Cheggs into the console at the bottom of your IDE. That's if you're using NetBeans or Eclipse. That's going to print hello Cheggs, and which is a string. And it does this because we have your system is going to print out hello Cheggs. And once you do that, hello Cheggs, then you have written your first program. Congratulations.